Welcome once again to Commander by Danon. This week marks the official release of Commander Masters. Although many people are upset at the price point, there is a lot to be celebrated in the new set. Dozens of cards have had their rarity reduced, making them much more affordable. There are a wealth of reprints in the set, especially tons of dragons, angels, and demons. If only there was a commander that cared about those three creature types. But before we get started, I'd like to quickly ask you to like and subscribe. It really does help the channel, and it's free. With that out of the way, let's get into the video. Kaalia of the Vast is a 4-mana 2/2 legendary cleric with flying. She also says that whenever she attacks, we place a demon, angel, or dragon from our hand onto the battlefield, tapped and attacking that player. Kaalia is considered one of the most powerful commanders in the game. She lets us cheat large, scary creatures onto the battlefield, making her one of the best ramp commanders of all time. When it comes to kill on-site commanders, she ranks at the very top. She's also one of my favorite commanders in the game, which is why she came to mind as the set was being spoiled. Now, Kaalia was not printed in Commander Masters, but that's okay. The rest of the 99 cards in this deck are from the Commander Masters set. Now, some of them are found in the Commander Precons, but most of them can be found simply by opening packs. And of course, we want the deck to conform to our handy-dandy checklist. 50 mana sources, usually split between 37 lands and 13 pieces of ramp, 10 pieces of card advantage, 8 to 10 pieces of spot removal, 2 to 3 board wipes, 2 pieces of graveyard hate, and 1 sudden I win card. As I'm sure you've heard by now, this channel is sponsored by Ultimate Guard. For the past few years, Ultimate Guard has been hard at work finding ways to protect your cards without damaging the planet, and they have discovered it. Boulders, once made entirely of plastic, are now made of 87% renewable resources. They also come in a variety of sizes, including this new Return to Earth 100 card boulder. If you're like me, you have a ton of decks and don't want those boxes filling up an entire suitcase, this box is the perfect solution. Find out if your local game store carries the new Return to Earth boulders from Ultimate Guard, or click on the link down below to order yourself one from Amazon. Command Tower, Exotic Orchard, Nomad Outpost, Rocky Tar Pit, Floodplain, Grasslands, Mountain Valley, Spectator Seating, Vault of Champions, Smoldering Marsh, Fury Calm Snarl, Scavenger Grounds, Temple of Triumph, Rugged Prairie, Orzhov Basilica, Tainted Field, Temple of Silence, Shinedown Snarl, Ash Barrens, 7 Mountains, 5 Plains, and 6 swamps make up our rather chaotic land base. Jeweled Lotus, Land Tax, Smothering Tithe, Chromatic Lantern, Gilded Lotus, Sword of the Animist, Arcane Signet, Felwar Stone, Soul Ring, Thrawn Dynamo, Wayfarer's Bauble, Mind Stone, Ornithopter of Paradise, and Solemn Simulacrum help us to ramp and keep up with the green decks. Demonic Tutor, Loyal Retainers, The Immortal Sun, Twilight Prophet, Demon Lord Belzenlock, Magus of the Wheel, Runescarred Demon, Xantia Sleeper Agent, Mangara the Diplomat, Queen Marchesa, and Wretched Confluence help us to dig through our deck and find answers. Curtain's Call, Deflecting Swat, Deadly Rollick, Flawless Maneuver, Darksteel Mutation, Vandal Blast, Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshares, Cunning Rhetoric, The Eldest Reborn, Fiery Confluence, Imp's Mischief, and Return to Dust make up our interaction and spot removal package. But we've also got Champion's Helm, Hammer of Nazan, Lightning Greaves, and Grand Abolisher serving as a mix of stacks and protection. Balefire Dragon, Sublime Exhalation, Toxic Deluge, and Blasphemous Act help us to reset the board as needed. Gisela, Blade of Goldnight, Archfiend of Despair, Avacyn, Angel of Hope, Razaketh the Foul-Blooded, Angelic Field Marshal, Dracuseth Maw of Flames, Hellkite Charger, Nesting Dragon, Scourge of the Throne, Sephara Sky's Blade, Sower of Discord, Steel Hellkite, Gourmand, Herald of the Host, Rorik's Bladewing, and Skyline Despot combined to make up the core of our deck. Now that we have our deck list, we should compare it to our checklist. 52 mana sources, split between 37 lands and 15 pieces of ramp, counting our commander. 11 pieces of card advantage. 13 pieces of interaction. 4 board wipes. Only 1 piece of Graveyard Hate and Scavenger Grounds, but that was the only one in the entire set. All in all, it's not a bad Kaalia deck. I don't expect anyone to build this specific deck, but if you've been wanting to build a Kaalia deck, now is the time to pick up the cards for it. Lots of very expensive cards, Archfiend of Despair, Avacyn Angel of Hope, and Gisela Blade of Goldnight are all going to be about half what they were a few months ago. Not to mention the enemy Bondlands getting reprinted. While I encourage everyone to shop at their local game store, if that's not an option for you, I do have a link to Amazon's Magic page down below. Thanks for tuning in. Once again, a huge shout out to my editor Cute Stuff. I couldn't make these videos without her. If you'd like to hire her to edit your own videos, she can be reached at cutestuff.edits@gmail.com. Link is down below. If you're looking for ways to support the channel directly, you can head on over to patreon.com/Danon. One of the tiers is specifically set up for Commander. For only $25, I will build you a custom Commander deck based around your specifications, and even do a deck video on it. I also wanted to give a quick shout out to all of my patrons: Waffles, Jiraiya, Danny, Muffins, Marcus, Squishy, Brett, Ignis, Roxy, Josh, Sean, Pob Zombie, Mark, Alex, Daniel, Steve, Kevin, Alex, Cookie, Nick, Borgie, Jake, and Exiled Rogue. You guys are awesome. I post new Commander Deck videos often, so be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified of new videos. Also, if you're a fan of anime and manga like I am, feel free to check out my other channel, Musings by Danon. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again next time on Commander by Danon.